Welcome, eco-warriors and tech enthusiasts. Today we're diving into a topic hotter than an overclocked CPU in a heat wave.
Ah, yes, the sizzling world of climate policy. I hear it's all the rage at dinner parties these days.
You bet, Tom. We're talking about how AI is revolutionizing climate modeling and policy decisions. It's like the Matrix, but instead of dodging bullets, we're dodging climate disasters. So, Tom, imagine if your local weatherman had the brain of Einstein, the processing power of 1,000 supercomputers, and the ability to see into the future. That's essentially what AI-enhanced climate modeling is doing for us.
Fascinating. So it's like upgrading from a magic 8-ball to a crystal ball when it comes to climate predictions?
Exactly. These AI models are crunching data faster than we can say global warming. They're looking at everything from atmospheric conditions to ocean currents, and even factoring in human activities like deforestation and fossil fuel use.
So, practically speaking, how does this help policymakers? Are they suddenly all walking around with AI assistants like Tony Stark's Jarvis?
Well, not quite Iron Man level yet, but close. These AI models allow policymakers to simulate different scenarios. It's like playing SimCity, but for the entire planet's climate. Let's dive deeper into how this AI-powered crystal ball is changing the game for policymakers. It's not just about predicting the weather anymore.
Right, because if it were, we'd just need a really good umbrella. So what else can these AI models do?
Well, Tom, these models are like the ultimate multitaskers. They're assessing risks, optimizing policies, and even helping allocate resources. It's like having a team of expert advisors working 24/7.
Sounds impressive. Any real-world examples where this has made a difference?
Absolutely. For instance, some cities are using AI models to plan climate-resilient infrastructure. It's like playing chess with Mother Nature, and AI is our grandmaster. Now, before we get carried away and start bowing down to our AI overlords, let's talk about the human element in all this.
You mean we're not obsolete yet? Phew, I was worried I'd have to upgrade my brain to stay relevant.
No need for cybernetic enhancements just yet, Tom. While AI is incredibly powerful, it's not infallible. Human expertise and ethical considerations are still crucial.
So it's more of a dynamic duo situation? Batman and Robin, but with scientists and AI?
Exactly. The real power lies in the collaboration between AI and human experts. It's about augmenting our capabilities, not replacing them entirely. You know, Tom, if we were to map out this AI climate policy landscape using a Wardley map, we'd see some interesting patterns.
Wardley Map? Sounds like something you'd need to find buried treasure. What's the X marking the spot here? All right, Mark, you've piqued my curiosity. Can you walk us through this Wardley map of climate tech?
Gladly. Picture a graph where the x-axis represents evolution from genesis to commodity, and the y-axis is visibility to the user. At the top right, we have climate policy decisions. That's our end goal, highly visible and evolving.
I'm following so far. Where does AI fit into this treasure map?
Great question. AI-enhanced climate models would be in the middle, moving from left to right as they evolve. They're becoming more essential, but aren't quite a commodity yet.
Fascinating. So the key takeaway from this map is that AI is becoming increasingly crucial in climate policy, but we're still in a phase of rapid development and innovation?
Exactly, Tom. Now let's compare two scenarios using Wardley maps. In the first scenario, without AI, traditional climate modeling would be lower on the map, less evolved and less visible to policymakers.
Interesting. And in the second scenario, with AI in the mix?
With AI, we see climate modeling moving up and to the right, becoming more visible and evolving faster. This pulls everything else up with it: data collection, policy simulation, even public engagement.
So the key difference is in how these components evolve and become more central to the decision-making process. It's like AI is the secret ingredient that makes the whole recipe come together.
Now, looking at the draft Wardley map provided, we can see that explainable AI and AI-human collaboration are positioned as key components in the evolution towards more effective climate policy decisions.
Ah, so it's not just about having a super smart AI, but also about making sure we mere mortals can understand and work with it. It's like teaching your genius friend to speak human.
Exactly. And notice how quantum computing is positioned as a Genesis stage component. It's like the mysterious new kid in school who everyone thinks will be a game changer.
Interesting. So strategically, organizations should focus on developing explainable AI and enhancing AI-human collaboration while keeping an eye on emerging tech like quantum computing.
You've got it, Tom. This map really highlights how the future of climate policy decision-making lies in the sweet spot between cutting-edge AI and good old-fashioned human expertise. Well, folks, we've journeyed through the brave new world of AI-enhanced climate modeling. From supercharged weather predictions to policy simulations that would make SimCity jealous, it's clear that AI is changing the game in climate policy.
Indeed, Mark. It seems the future of climate policy is a bit like a high-tech buddy cop movie. AI brings the processing power, humans bring the intuition and ethics, and together they fight climate crime.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Tom. Remember, listeners, the next time you hear about a new climate policy, just think, there might be a very smart robot behind it. Until next time, keep it green and keep it smart.